When we talk about smartphones today, the discussion is never complete without mentioning the software that powers them. Hardware might grab attention at first glance with its shiny design and advanced specifications, but it is the software, the interface, features, and overall ecosystem that defines the real user experience. Among Android devices, different companies have created their own unique skins or operating systems built on top of Android, shaping the way millions of users interact with their phones every single day. Samsung, Xiaomi, OnePlus, Oppo, and many others have built powerful ecosystems through their software. But what makes these Android interfaces special, and how do they compete with each other as well as with Apple's iOS, the long-standing rival? When it comes to Android software, the first name that always comes to mind is Samsung's One UI, which runs on Galaxy smartphones. Samsung, often described as the number one competitor to iPhones, has invested heavily in creating an operating system that feels premium, efficient, and user-friendly. One UI is built on top of Google's Android, but Samsung has designed it in a way that focuses on simplicity and accessibility. One of the main strengths of One UI is its clean design language, where menus, icons, and settings are easy to reach, especially with one hand. Samsung realized that modern phones are getting bigger and harder to use, so One UI placed essential elements at the bottom of the screen, making navigation smoother. Features like Edge panels, secure folder, Samsung DeX, desktop mode, and advanced multitasking give it a professional edge. Samsung also stands out because it provides long software support, up to 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of security patches, which is very close to Apple's support for iPhones. Combined with Galaxy-exclusive apps like Samsung Notes, SmartThings, and tight integration with Galaxy watches, buds, and tablets, One UI has become not just a software skin, but an entire ecosystem. While Samsung dominates in size, OnePlus and its Oxygen OS carved out a strong reputation among tech enthusiasts. Oxygen OS is often described as the closest thing to stock Android, Google's pure version of Android, while still adding useful customization features. It gained popularity because it is fast, lightweight, and smooth, which made OnePlus phones feel incredibly responsive compared to competitors. The philosophy of Oxygen OS has always been about speed and minimalism. The animations are quick, the design is simple, and users can customize everything from gestures to themes. For many years, Oxygen OS was considered the best alternative to Google's own Pixel software because it didn't come with bloatware, unnecessary pre-installed apps. However, in recent years, after OnePlus merged more closely with Oppo, Oxygen OS started sharing similarities with ColorOS, Oppo's software, which caused some disappointment among loyal fans. Still, OnePlus continues to push Oxygen OS as a clean, efficient software for users who value speed and a clutter-free experience. If One UI is about accessibility and Oxygen OS is about speed, then Xiaomi's MIUI is all about customization and features. Xiaomi, which sells millions of phones globally, uses MIUI as its software skin. Unlike Oxygen OS, MIUI is heavy and full of additional features, sometimes even resembling iOS in design. MIUI offers theme stores, advanced privacy settings, second space, 2 profiles on the same phone, and powerful battery optimization tools. It is one of the most feature-rich Android skins. Another major Android software is ColorOS, developed by Oppo and also used by Realme and sometimes OnePlus. In recent years, ColorOS has transformed from a weak iOS copy into a powerful and polished Android interface. It now offers smooth animations, strong security features, and a wide variety of customization options. ColorOS is especially praised for its camera software, since Oppo is known for its focus on photography. Features like AI-enhanced portraits, advanced night mode, editing tools are deeply integrated into the system. The software is also optimized for performance, with RAM expansion, gaming modes, and battery management features that improve the overall experience. Apart from the big names, there are other well-known Android skins. Google Pixel UI Stock Android. This is the purest form of Android, with no unnecessary modifications. It is clean, fast, and the first to receive updates directly from Google. Pixel-exclusive features like Google Assistant integration, AI tools, and the Pixel Camera app make it very attractive. Huawei EMUI and Harmony OS. Before restrictions, Huawei's EMUI was one of the most feature-rich Android skins. Now, Huawei has moved to Harmony OS, its own system, which looks similar to Android but is more integrated with Huawei's ecosystem. At the end of the day, all these Android software skins are not only competing with each other, but also with Apple's iOS, which remains the strongest ecosystem worldwide. iOS is famous for its simplicity, stability, and long-term support, and Android manufacturers always try to match or beat that experience. Samsung, being Apple's main rival, has come the closest by offering an ecosystem of devices and long updates. What do you think?